If I wanted to get even more muscle that I have right now, or to basically never have muscle plateau again, here's the things that I would do. Because this is what made me look like I gained 30 to 40 pounds of muscle in only 2 months by doing this simple stuff. And if you miss out on this stuff, you're going to lose out on gains that you couldn't have in less the time that you're working out right now. See, the key for muscle growth, get it? Key, haha. It's inside all the necessary macronutrients that you need to have inside your body. Obviously, if you don't do enough stimulus, then it doesn't matter how much protein you get, you won't grow as much. However, making sure that you have enough stimulus, that you have trained enough, now we need to focus on the nutrients. Obviously, everybody know that you need a certain amount of protein for you to be able to get enough muscle. At the bigger end, you need to be specifically on the surplus, something like a 200 calorie surplus. It should be enough. If you get over that, you might go to the risk of getting fat. So trust me, it doesn't need to be that much. But however, you need to get enough of protein. Like I said, on the low end, 0.8 to 1. And on the bigger end, you need to be at least something like 1.2 to 1.6 gram per pound of body weight, something like that. If there was a day that has to be more protein, it has to be the training days. And if it's not, it's okay. Your body will find a way to make it. Like I said, you need to get at least a better stimulus. As long as you're getting enough stimulus, you will go far. But however, you need to maximize the amount of protein and make sure you don't overeat. Now, the proteins are the building blocks. However, the real thing is in leucine. Leucine will be the things that will basically unlock the anabolic power of your protein synthesis. So whatever food you eat, make sure you have enough leucine. Mostly dairy product, lean beef, eggs, whey protein, really good. Chicken breast, tuna, that's also really good. I'm sure you can find a lot of things in the internet, but basically the easy to go proteins would do the work. Next, you need to make sure that you have enough carbs. Carbs are basically essential for muscle growth. First, they fill out all the glycogen inside your muscles. Therefore, it's going to basically juicing out your muscle in the good way, obviously. Make sure that you always eat carbs before your training and after your training because you're replenishing the glycogen inside and those will basically help you along your protein synthesis. It also helps for energy. The more carb you eat during training, the more energy you have. The more energy you have, the more stimulus you would do, which again will bring you more muscle. So, 3 to 4 hours before your training, make sure you eat slow type of carbs like oats, rice, and bread, potatoes. Those will make you ready by filling your glycogen. Also, will give you some energy before you get to the gym. Also, a few minutes before your training or during your training, it is good to eat some fast digested carbs such as fruits, bananas, watermelon. Some people even like have a lollipop during training. It might help. I don't know, but you get the point. So you do those things and you're going to maximize the carb part. Trust me, guys, carbs are really important. It's something that I underestimated too, but it's one of those things that will help you grow more muscle. Make sure that there's carb in your food and you grow a lot of muscle. Then you have your fat. This is for your recovery and your hormone as it helps absorb more of vitamins such as vitamin A, D, and K, which are important for testosterone. Also, it gives you the good cholesterol, which in turn will give you some testosterone. So you do not want to miss this out. Next thing and common mistake that people do, I'll make sure that I eat frequently. Basically, from the moment you eat to the moment you stop eating, there's a 6 hour windows when there's protein synthesis happening. At the very least, eat your breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and only let a maximum of 6 hours pass between your meals. Do that, and you'll basically be on constant protein synthesis. The order that you're going to eat your macros is important. Protein first thing in the morning, make sure it followed by carbs, a little bit of fat, when you're training, make sure you eat carbs. After that, make sure you eat a lot of protein and carbs again, and then fat during the end. Fat can be spaced out at the very end and at the very beginning, but carbs need to be close to your training so that you get as much as you can in your buck for your training. So here it is, guys. Only doing this simple step, just making sure that you got your nutrition on lock, it will make you look like you gain on 30 to 20 pounds of muscle only by just doing that in only 2 months.